We've all seen the Ice Bucket challenges going around YouTube for charity. Before a person gets a bucket of ice and water all over their head, they will nominate another person to do it too. It was all for charity and great fun. It was all over Facebook. Even celebrities joined in, and no one really knows who started it. Most of my friends have had buckets of ice and water over their heads except me. I didn't do it, as I give enough to charity when I can as it is. Some people have actually died doing this challenge, and it sort of defeated the objective of it all. One of my friends who had done the Ice Bucket challenge was nominated again by a complete stranger on YouTube pouring hot water over himself. This was weird, as we never knew what the cause for pouring hot water over oneself was. And as well, this person being a complete stranger to us all, but also my friend had to do something much worse than pouring hot water over himself or face the consequences. That's what the guy in the YouTube video said to my friend. My friend, not one to back down, took the stranger's challenge, who somehow knew him, and he poured buckets of tarantulas over his head. It was disgusting, and he nominated Tom, another member of our gang. Tom, though, who had participated in the Ice Bucket water challenge, didn't fancy doing something better than pouring tarantulas over one's head. We all laughed, saying that there will be consequences, even though we didn't know what the consequences were, but we're just following what the first guy who had poured hot water over himself said. A day later, Tim was found dead inside his room, with blood everywhere, and on the wall it was written, "I nominate Jason." Jason's another member of my friend's circle. Jason, now scared that a killer is on the loose, decided to pour a load of jellyfish all over himself, and it was put up on YouTube. Jason had to go to the hospital, and Jason didn't nominate anyone as he thought that would be a good way of ending it all. The funeral for Tim was emotional, and we couldn't believe he was murdered. After the funeral, another YouTube video by another stranger who poured sharp knives and nails all over himself and was stabbed up everywhere. And he was afraid of being murdered. He was a big guy, and he would fight for his life if he had to. Jerry was found dead a day later, but with no nomination. But another YouTube video was put up by two strangers in the same video this time, and one poured acid all over himself, and the other poured venomous buckets of cobras all over himself, and they both nominated Chris, another member of my circle of friends, to do something better than pouring acid and cobras over one's head. These nominations by strangers were completely outrageous, and why they were picking my friends was beyond me. We knew it was to them, as these strangers would post the YouTube videos on all my friends' Facebook pages directly to them. Chris was scared, and I didn't know how to help him. He didn't want to be murdered. The police were everywhere trying to solve this case, and it was so random they didn't know what to do. These were complete strangers, and the police had no files or data on any of them. It was weird. Chris was murdered, and I had no friends left. I even slept over at his house, and I heard no screams of pain or torture, but I found him stabbed up. The CCTV camera started fuzzing and went to black, showing nothing, and then when it came back, Chris was dead. Then another YouTube nomination came from me by a complete stranger, which the police have no data or any files on his existence. This guy set himself on fire, and now I have to do one better. What the hell should I do?